Konnichiwa. It's finally here. Netflix have released their poorly anticipated redub of Ever. With all the controversy surrounding the redub, such as the rejection of the ADV dubcast in favour of their own, or the recent claim that Ever is a Netflix original, such blasphemy from Netflix made me suspicious. I predicted that Ever would have a woke conversion, and I was right. The redub most certainly displays a particular ideological bias in its writing, that of feminism. Having only watched the first episode, it's still fairly obvious that the redub script has been rewritten with feminist principles in mind. With the examples I have found, let's begin with the replacement of a certain word, as well as the inclusion of a particular phrase. Mankind. This unifying word used to be perceived as inclusive of all people, regardless of arbitrary factors. However, the current perception of the word, at least according to feminists, is that it is exclusionary to those who don't identify as male. Thus, the redub has actively substituted all uses of the word with humanity.
All my teachers told me was that it was important to the future of mankind.
Nerve Central. This city is the key to rebuilding our world. A fortress for all mankind.
Built here in secret, it is mankind's last hope.
A teacher once told me that he has the admirable job of defending humanity.
Nerve Headquarters. A bastion integral to the restoration of the world and protector of humanity.
Constructed in secrecy, it's the very last trump card humanity has in the deck.
Same goes for manpower.
Why are you wasting my time, Captain? Don't you know we're short on time and manpower?
Sorry.
Stop messing around, Captain Katsuragi. We're too short on both time and people.
Sorry.
It must be mentioned that Ever 1 is still referred to as man-made in the redub.
You won't find this in there.
What?
This is man's ultimate fighting machine, the synthetic life form known as Evangelion, Unit 1.
You won't find any record of it.
Huh?
The ultimate man-made, multi-purpose decisive combat weapon. The artificial human, Evangelion. This is Unit 1.
To those who know Ever and the destructive power Ever 1 displays in the series, it's easy to see how the redub is trying to imply only man is destructive. I dread to think what they'll have the characters say when Ever 1 devours Zerel. As I mentioned earlier, a particular phrase has been added to the Ever script that was so clearly injected for ideological reasons that I could not believe what I was hearing. This is the ADV dub, and I'd like you to think, what did they replace this line with?
Can we really do this?
If you'd guessed,
Do I have your consent?
then you've either watched the abomination that is the redub, or you're clairvoyant. How does adding this line make any sense to the situation at hand? Unlike the ADV dub, the replacement line of "Do I have your consent" offers no room for ambiguity. However, the line of "Can we really do this" offers more than one interpretation. Could Masato be referring to the unlikelihood of Shinji succeeding against the angel, or is she referring to the ethics of using Shinji as a child soldier? Unfortunately, the redub has removed this, leaving the question blunt, only offering two answers. This obviously shoehorned phrase doesn't add any nuance to the scene. It is there for no other reason than to be there as a nod to feminism. From this, it should be clear that the redub of Ever has been subverted with feminist ideology. However, there is more. Let us move on to Masato and how her portrayal has been drastically altered. Wisecracking, resourceful, determined, cute, and caring, she's an integral member of NERV, and a fan service beauty of the highest caliber. Masato stole the hearts of Western otaku thanks to her stunning portrayal by Alison Keith. Sadly, the actress who voices Masato now plays her as cold and indifferent, with the majority of her emotions removed. In recent years, the portrayal of female protagonists has generally revolved around making them cold, distant Mary Sues. For a warm and engaging character like Masato, this change in portrayal strips her of her charm. Had ADV also chosen to have Alison portray Masato in this fashion, I doubt Ever would have become the success it is in the West. Personally, the shifting character portrayal is best shown in the M2 mine scene.
Wait a second. No! They're gonna use an N2 mine! Get down!
I can't believe it. They're arming an N2 mine? Are they nuts? Get down!
On first impressions, the scenes are fundamentally the same, as dialogue is only slightly altered. As I stated earlier, the portrayal of Misato's character has drastically changed. In Alison's performance, she conveys care and concern in her delivery of "get down," showing that she is invested in protecting Shinji. The same cannot be said about the delivery in the Netflix dub. Not a shred of concern can be found in the delivery. The actress playing Misato delivers the line with what I could only describe as annoyance. The line is now barked out like an order given to an idiot. Why have her characterized in this way? This doesn't make Misato tough, it makes her seem like a bitch. Could you not bear the idea of Misato showing concern towards Shinji? Did Misato's outpouring of emotion in the ADV dub betray your idea of what makes a strong female protagonist? It's just sad. Unfortunately, we're staying with Misato for my final example. In the scene following the clip shown previously, Shinji asks Misato,
Misato,
What's that?
those batteries, isn't that, theft?
Don't worry about it. It's an emergency and we needed a working car, right? I am a government official after all, so everything's gonna be perfectly fine, okay? Okay.
I don't think anyone will buy that excuse.
However, in the Netflix dub,
Miss Misato?
What is it?
Is this okay? With, those?
Oh, that. Don't worry about it. I had to get the car moving, and this is an emergency situation. I may not look like it, but I'm an international civil servant, so this is perfectly A-okay.
Well, that doesn't sound very convincing.
although the scene hasn't been removed, the context about the battery's theft has been. Why couldn't the writer just accept that Misato had committed a crime instead of erasing the evidence of her misdeed? The scene is now vague, relying on the audience to decipher why Shinji would inquire about the batteries. Hiding and outright justifying crimes committed by women isn't empowering, it is deceitful and villainous. This attempt at sanitizing Misato's actions is reminiscent of the recent controversy surrounding the deleted scene of Captain Marvel, in which she also commits theft but adds assaulting for good measure. Character flaws aren't something to avoid when writing. Although Misato's theft is criminal, it has shown the audience that she is resourceful and intelligent. All you've done with your omission is water her character down. The examples I've presented from just the first episode, it seems fairly evident that feminism has been forcibly injected into the redub script. I dread to think how the rest of the series is going to shape up after this. Sayonara.